It's so normalized to grab a coffee when you feel tired, or even an energy drink. But maybe you don't want to drink that much caffeine. Probably a good decision. So for you, I will tell you 5 dietary ways to boost energy without the caffeine. And trust me, they really work. Some even better than drinking another cup of coffee. So with that being said, let's jump into the first one, which is going to be eggs. Yes, if you have any problems with eating eggs, the 4 other options will not include eggs at all. But I've made a couple of videos by now about eggs, and not without reason. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, especially rich in those vitamins that will give you energy. What I'm talking about is especially vitamin B. On top of that, eggs contain vitamin D, and we all know it, a lot of cholesterol, but that's actually important for creating testosterone. So eggs will help you with the production of testosterone, which in turn is likely to give you more energy. Let's go. So anyways, eggs will make you have more energy. Especially if you are healthy and have a decently active lifestyle, eggs are very likely good for you. They contain almost all the nutrients your body needs, which of course will make you have more energy. If you are deficient in any nutrient, that will probably have an impact on your energy. They also contain a lot of vitamin A and all essential amino acids. So for me, it's pretty clear, eggs can definitely boost your energy. Tip number 2 to increase your energy is to eat low carb or even a keto diet. Now this again is not everyone's style, and I get it. That's up to you. But if you never ate intentionally less carbs, you have to. Really try it out. Since I was young, I had carbs with probably every meal. And if I had a meal without carbs, something felt a bit weird or off. But when I intentionally tried reducing carbs, I also had way more energy. Especially more stable energy and for longer periods of time. So I recommend especially cut carbs for your lunch and maybe also your breakfast. In my opinion, you don't even need a breakfast, but that's another point. If you ever feel an afternoon slump, if you ever feel tired after your lunch, I can almost guarantee you that you had carbs with your lunch. If you just reduce the carbs in your lunch, or you have a no-carb lunch, you will suddenly not crash after your lunch. It really surprised me, but it definitely works. Of course, everybody reacts differently, but you should try it out if you never have. When I did that, when I switched to a keto diet, which just means low carb, I needed less sleep. I had basically no afternoon crashes, especially when I used caffeine wisely. I had longer gym sessions because I was not getting tired as fast. And I had more mental clarity and focus. So for me, I believe it's great, but especially just cut or reduce your carbs for your breakfast and lunch. That way your afternoon is not sleepy, tired and brain foggy. Just try it out, believe me. Tip number 3 is to actually don't eat.
What?
So right now I personally am not on a keto diet. I would probably prefer to be, but to be fair, it's a little bit complicated and I actually found something else that works almost as good for me. What I'm talking about is to just eat less, especially early in the day. So maybe even skip your breakfast, just don't eat. And then for your lunch, don't have a big meal, especially not with a lot of carbs, but just maybe a snack. And then you eat most of your calories in the afternoon or evening. Because believe me, and I made a separate video about that 2 days ago, if you just don't eat for breakfast or just a little bit, and also for your lunch, you will be in something called like a hunter mode. It's a little bit bro science, but essentially you will be more focused, you will have better mental clarity, more alertness, and therefore especially cognitive work will be way easier and way better for you to do. So what I'm doing, and I can really recommend it, is to just eat way less, especially in the beginning of the day, and then eat most of your calories when you already did the work. It makes more sense, it's more rewarding, and you will probably get more shit done. Again, if you never tried it, try it now and thank me later. The next way to boost your energy without caffeine is simply hydration. If you ever feel tired, drink a big glass of water and chances are you will feel much better a couple of minutes after that. Most often what you need is not a cup of coffee, but actually just some real water. It's simple, but it's also true. Water is super important for your body. I mean, most of your body is water, so of course you need it. So drink more water, get bonus points for adding electrolytes and getting a reverse osmosis filter for your tap water, and that will probably also make you more energetic. Way number 5 is to eat no added sugar. I know to some of you this might not be easy. And trust me, I totally get it. Sugar is quick dopamine and it easily addicts you. It's probably the biggest addiction in the Western world. Some even say it's the most dangerous addiction in the world. Mainly because it's a little bit low-key, you know, but it really isn't good for your body. And it also isn't good for your energy. Maybe you will have that sugar spike, maybe even feel an energy rush. But that is so short and then you crash afterwards, which just makes it worse. A sugar addiction will help nobody. And the truth is, a keto diet, which means reducing your carbs, including sugar, probably worked so well for me because I finally had to cut out snacking. I had to cut the sugar and I had to stop snacking. And then I had way more stable energy and I didn't have those ups and downs. So right now I'm not strictly eating no added sugar, but I definitely reduced my snacking. And if I would need more energy, if I would feel tired too often or feel like I don't have the energy that I want to have, one of the things is definitely to cut out the snacking and to cut the added sugar. On top of course, removing the fast food, the processed food and all that. But I didn't even include that in this video because you know it. Like, let's be honest. So my advice is, if you never tried low carb, actually try it. I mean it. I mean, why wouldn't you at least give it a try? If you are okay with the foods that you will eat on a low carb diet, you should definitely check it out and try it for yourself. To me, it was almost life-changing. Now, I don't want to hype it up too much, but it definitely showed me that eating carbs, especially plenty of carbs, definitely made me more tired. And it also increased my brain fog. So getting on a low-carb diet, especially eating low-carb for your breakfast and lunch, definitely something I wanted to say recommend, but I don't know if I'm allowed to recommend or if I may get a lawsuit for that. Well, I don't recommend it. I recommend it to myself. Do your own research. Talk to your doctor, you know the deal, but those were my 5 ways to boost energy without more caffeine. And by the way, I have way more ideas and habits that I could talk about too. So if this video gets like, I don't know, 20 likes, I'll definitely make a second part. And with all that being said, stay excellent, eat your eggs, and bye.